Hey everyone, I'm Madals, and today it's another Borderlands 3 build guide. Today it's looking at Amara and the rushing into action build, where we're going to be focusing on getting a lot of stacks of rush and dealing a huge amount of damage with our action ability. Let's take a look. We start off in the Mystical Assult tree, where we grab the active skill Phase Cast. This sends an astral projection of Amara forward, dealing damage to everything in its path. In the first row, we've got some cool abilities. First up is Violent Tapestry. So, applying a status effect grants Amara a stack of Rush, and this build's all about getting stacks of Rush. And activating her action skill consumes all Rush stacks. For every stack of Rush consumed, Amara's status effect chance is temporarily increased. We'll grab 1 point there towards the end, and we're going to stick 4 points at the moment into Do Harm. This is a killing ability that every time you kill an enemy, you get a stack of Rush. Activating your action skill, again, uses all Rush stacks, and for every stack consumed, more action skill damage. So that's going to make your action skill, Phase Cast, just hit like a truck. Moving into the second row, we're going to pick up 5 points in Alacrity. So this increases your reload speed for every stack of Rush. And after consuming Rush stacks, this bonus is increased even more. So if you're dealing easy kind of mobbing that you don't need to be using your action skill for the extra damage, then you can just have crazy high stacks of reload speed. So this build's really going to be focusing on, say, super fast rate of fire, SMGs, just going crazy. With those 5 points, we can then get up into Ascendant. This is a kind of unusual talent point in that it changes all your action skill augments to be even more powerful. So on this row, we're also going to pick up Stillness of Mind. And that basically means that any damage done by Amara's action skill causes the enemy to become phase locked until they are damaged. However, your action skill cooldown is increased. So what this does is that just means Stillness of the Mind breaks just under a second after being damaged. So you get a bit more time where nothing's going to be hitting you. All very nice. Also on this row, we're going to change our action skill to be Deliverance. So this is the same as astral projection. It goes out. However, whenever Amara's astral projection damages an enemy or object, it releases homing elemental projectiles to trigger her action skill element effect on enemies hit. Great for mobbing, and in this phase of the game, maybe switch late game back to the original if you need a bit kind of more focused damage rather than mobbing, but overall, this is where things start coming together nicely. To get us up into the next row of talents, we're going to need to get some more points spent. So, Restless is going to just get 1 point for now, and that is going to reduce the cooldown rate, or actually increase the cooldown rate, technically, of your action skill, but make it come off cooldown quicker. And that's going to compensate slightly for the Stillness of Mind that causes your action skill cooldown to be longer. Another 3 points are going to go into Fast Hands. Get the pun there because of mortal like Siren hands. Basically gives you more reload speed, weapon swap speed, and mode swap speed. Combined with the fast reloading from here, and well, you're going to just get amazing amounts of reload, which is why a fast firing SMG or something is going to be great with this build. Continue on focusing on getting this action skill dealing so much damage and helping us to really clear anything more than a bit of trouble. We're going to go with Laid Bare. This is a 3 skill point talent, so get all 3, and basically enemies take increased damage from all sources for a few seconds after being damaged by your action skill. Notice it's all damage, so that includes co-op party members and anything else that may be coming. Kind of awesome. Get it, it's 25 points of damage increase. It's great. Next to it, from Rest, 2 points here just to get us up into the next row of talents, and this gives you improved fire rate and charge time. That fire rate, again, fast firing weapons are going to get even more insane with this. So yeah, just go super machine gun time. Going into the penultimate row of talents here, we're going to get 3 points straight away into Awakening. This causes rush stacks to have increased effectiveness, so these first 2 talents are just going to be more powerful. But of course, that doesn't give us enough to get up to the capstone. I don't really like Remnant. Basically, anytime you kill an enemy with a gun or action skill, it creates a homing projectile that goes and applies your elemental effect, and overkill damage is brought over. It could be good. I'm not sure on it, so I'm not going to put points there. Instead, I'm going to just finish topping off here with From Rest, just get that up to 3, and put 1 point in Wrath. Now, Wrath just basically gives you bonus gun damage after you've increased your action skill. 6.7% gun damage is very nice. That, of course, opens up our capstone, which is Avatar. Now, this is super cool, because basically it means that your action skill can be activated while it's cooling down, once per cooldown. It additionally increases the amount of max rush stacks you can have by another 10. That takes you up to 30 because we've got 10 from here, and an extra 10 there. And yeah, additionally, if you kill an enemy, it refunds half of all your rush stacks, which is just fantastic because that means your reload speed's going to still be faster. And that finishes off the Mystical Assult tree. We then jump over into the Brawl Tree, and this is going to get us really tanky. So I've done a 3-2 split here. 3 into Root to Rise. This increases your max health by 24%, which is fairly substantive. And it also means the Clarity, which is the 2-pointer we're going to get here, is going to have some more health to regenerate. So this means that you constantly regenerate health. The lower the health, the more powerful. And after using your action skill, it doubles, which is up to 2% of missing health per second for 5 seconds. It's pretty nice. If you find that actually you are an indestructible goddess in the game, then put some points into personal space. This will work really nice with SMGs, as basically the closer you are to the closer you are to an enemy that you damage, you deal more damage. So if you get up in their faces, they're not going to like it even more. In the second row of Brawl, we're going to put 3 points into Samsara. Now, this is quite a cool one. Whenever you damage an enemy with your action skill, you're going to add a stack of Samsara. For every stack, up to a max of 5, you get more gun damage and health regeneration for a few seconds. It lasts 20 seconds, and obviously, with our bouncing, kind of astral projection, shooting out, hitting everything, this is going to be very, very powerful to get more gun damage. That leaves us with 2 more points to get up into the next row, so we're going to pick up Helping Hands. With this, for a few seconds after using your action skill, your arms remain active, giving you 21% bonus damage reduction with just 2 points. So that is hugely powerful and adds to our tankiness yet again. Going into the third row, we've got a little bit of movement speed and a kill skill. Vigor is that whenever you kill an enemy with an action skill, it grants all allies movement speed for a few seconds, and 10% of 3 of 3 is a nice movement speed buff. It's going to help your allies, not to mention the fact it's a kill skill. I'm partial to them. If you've watched more than one of my videos, you'll know that all my Borderlands 3 builds tend to have a few of these in. The other 2 points in this row is going to go in mindfulness. So whenever you take damage, you get a stack of mindfulness, and for every stack, you gain improved shield generation delay and movement speed. So again, making you go faster, not by much, 2.8% with 2 stacks, but it stacks up to 25%, so that can get pretty hefty if you're getting shot at a lot. Going into another mid-row talent and one with nature. Basically, you gain more max health, more elemental resistance, and your action skill element is added onto your elemental resistance. And it's pretty hefty. It's 25% max health with 5 points, and it reduces your elemental damage by 40% based on whatever your action skill element is. That opens up where we finish the last 2 points. Guardian Angel is a 1-point talent here. Lovely. Basically, whenever you get 5 for your life, you immediately gain Second Wind, which restores your health, creates an action skill element, Nova, that knocks back nearby enemies, but it does have a 120-second cooldown. But hey, it's a free Second Wind. On the other side, Do Unto Others is where the final point will go, and that means wherever an enemy damages Amara, they automatically get thrown an energy orb back at them, which deals your action skill element damage. So basically, if you're getting shot at from all over, you're going to be throwing these elemental orbs back at enemies automatically. It does have an 8-second cooldown, but overall is pretty strong. This build has just such great damage. I'd be using something like an SMG for the insane fire rate. We're going to be building up a lot of rush stacks and using our action skill to just blow up everything, buffing ourselves with the various abilities. I'm excited with this build. I think it's going to be very, very strong, and there's a couple of good choices where, depending on how you want to play, you can shift a couple of points around to really do it. Plus, you're tanky as hell, so yeah, that's always nice. Of course, as always, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this build, if you could improve it, if you're going to play it, or if you're just downright confused. I can help out. And as always, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and check me out on twitch.tv/Madals every time I go live. See you there.